you're just joining us, I am Gina, Partner Success Manager here at RevGenius, and I am so happy to introduce Proshort. Please welcome Robert, Chief Product Officer at Proshort, who's going to take us through the product. Over to you, Robert.
Thank you. Great to be here today. And thank you, RevGenius, for bringing all these wonderful professionals together. I'm Rob Baesman, the Chief Product Officer of Proshort. And today I'm going to demonstrate a thing we call contextual empowerment. But first, I'm going to make a bold statement for a startup like ours. The world doesn't need one more call recorder. There are dozens and dozens out there. And I'll assume everyone here knows what conversational intelligence is and why you might be interested in it. It so happens our solution includes a pretty robust call recorder. Many of our customers would tell you that we produce the best meeting notes they've ever seen. But having good call recordings is just the foundation of what we do. And if you have an existing solution like GOM, we can put our solution on top so there's no need to rip and replace. We can show you everything we're doing as a complement. So how do we do that? Well, you start with your typical conversational intelligence solution as a foundation. Then apply an entirely new layer of AI on top. And don't constrain that AI to the analysis of just a single call or even a single deal or rep. Let it look across everything. You can then get two critical things. First, context. We understand everything that's going on for deals and reps, and most importantly, can see patterns and critical moments. You then take that and apply it to empowerment. Use that context to empower reps and managers and leadership to take the right actions at the right time. So as we get into the demo, I'm going to show you how Proshort can help close deals faster with contextual empowerment. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. So assume now that I'm a sales leader, and of course, it's end of quarter. We want to pull in some late stage deals. Maybe we probably did this a couple weeks ago. And a question I might need to spend a lot of time on, digging around with folks. But this deal looks pretty good. Got about pretty well qualified deal, and we've got the information here from both our CRM and all the call and conversations we've had. I see some tactical things here that are for the rep, lots of information, medic, you name it. But I want to get right to the point. I want to go ahead and sort of ask the sort of questions I might spend a lot of time on in a pipeline review, grilling the rep. So let's go ahead and just go for it. What do we need to do to close this deal? All right, seems like a good question. We'll now look across all the information from all the conversations we've had with this prospect and come back with some answers right to the point in the context. All right, so here we've got late stage deals, security reviews, getting that MSA ready. That all makes sense. I also see something interesting for our particular go-to-market. We always start with a trial and we train folks on a trial. So if we're not doing the training session on this trial until the very start of April, highly unlikely we're going to close this deal in March. So if it's a few weeks ago, I could probably go back, chat with the customer, see if we can get that thing rolling sooner. Gives us the best shot possible to go ahead and get this thing done this quarter. Great. So that's the first step of closing deals faster. Now let's take a higher level view. Let's assume now same sales leader, but I'm now into Q2. And I wanted this quarter to go a little bit more smoothly, not have quite the same scramble at the end as we just did. So I'm going to want to first understand what were the reasons that were held back in Q1. Why didn't deals close as quickly as we wanted them to? So I'll look back at all my conversations, all my deals from that period. I'm going to ask, okay, what are the most common barriers to closing deals with customers? All right. So similar question that we just asked for a single deal. Now we're applying that across everything. And I see right away here, Proshort has helped me see the patterns across all these different conversations and deals. Challenges in sales and marketing ops, business process alignment. Are people ready to do call recording, technical integrations, those sorts of things, contract limits. For all these things, I can see how often they're coming up. So I know how big a deal they are, as well as some of the detail, summarized detail behind each, what's really going on when that happens. I even see here in the main findings, it looks like differentiation is a big deal for us in our conversations. Good thing we're talking about that today. But you don't have to take the AI's word for it. If I'm interested in something like price increase concerns from some of the themes above, I can dive in and go straight to the moment in the calls that help drive those conclusions. So I can even take these moments, share them with the team. We can do some learnings, figure out how we can better prepare ourselves to close deals faster going into Q2. Great. So let's shift gears a little bit now, and let's take off our sales leader hat, and let's go and think about being a manager, line manager for a team. So I'm a line manager, and I'm preparing to go have a one-on-one with one of my reps. Now, I can of course go and do some deal inspection, look at that a particular rep's pipeline, see how they're doing, similar sorts of experiences and interrogations that we were just doing across the entire team. But I want to go ahead and analyze a little bit more about what this rep is doing consistently across all their conversations. So here I see a number of things about their skills: selling technique, deal closing technique, qualification. I see this rep is struggling a little bit with their qualifications. A lot of their deals aren't getting fully qualified with the MEDDIC framework. That's one we use. But we're not just identifying the problem, we're going to give you some suggestions for solution. Here we see how the rep is actually asking customers, getting the questions they need to get those answers. But we're also seeing how other top performing reps are getting similar answers to those questions. What are the questions that they're asking? So we can learn from each other. Similarly, if I look at something like deal closing technique, sometimes a video is worth 1,000 words. And I can see right away the moments that this particular rep is using their most frequent closing technique. Next steps agreement seems to be what they're doing. But also, I get those best practices from peers that are crushing it. So if my rep needs a little bit more inspiration for how to really bring it home, they can very quickly get to those examples in a few conversations. No additional hunting around for it. It's all right there, very quick to figure out how to better close my deals as a rep. But of course, it's not just about technique. The answers you give, particular to your business, matter a lot. So here we've also built up an automatic playbook. We've taken all the questions that customers are asking all the reps across the team and distilling that down so we can see what are the common patterns, what are the things that we're getting grilled on. Within that, let's take cost and budget concerns. That was one of the themes from deal closing. And we can now see collectively how everyone in the team is answering this. We've actually taken all the collective answers and distilled it down to what the hive mind of the team believes is best. And we have some great examples. So if I need to see some specifics, see how the top reps are doing it, I can go and get inspiration from their specific answer as well. Now, for individual reps day to day, there's a lot we do. We can't cover all today. But on the theme of helping deals close, here's an update from a meeting I just had. Some key action items the system pulled out for me, and looks like we need to get a master services agreement together to help get this deal over the line. Of course, we get the MSA itself from Deal Desk, but I still got to put together the copy to send out to the folks who are going to be our final signatures. This will help me do that as well. It's going to go ahead and have full context in all the conversations. It knows who we're talking with. It knows what the considerations are. So we'll pull that together, generate that, get this MSA over to this customer as quickly as possible, close the deal, and move that pipeline along. So there's a few great examples applied in real world, how Proshort can help close deals faster with the power of contextual empowerment. So hopefully that gives a feel for how contextual empowerment is far more than just conversational intelligence. It can help you drive better business outcomes every day. But you don't need to take my word for it. Here's a quick quote from one of our customers, emphasizing there's a lot more going on here. And happy to connect folks with this individual if we get to that phase in any follow-up conversations. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day, and good luck in closing out Q1.
Thank you so much, Robert. And that was Proshort for you guys. Now we've got Jared, co-founder of RevGenius, coming back to wrap this amazing event up. Y'all stay tuned for his final word. We'll see you over there.